yeah, what we wanted to have this webinar for was to introduce our help desk. So one of the things that I saw as a company is I felt like we were lacking in our, I felt like a lot of frustrations that I see, or even with our technicians or the clients, or, there's some limitations on not being able to get the right guy or the problem solved or a ticket created. So one of the things that we did is we rethought the way that we were doing our help desk, and we wanted to give our best solution for solving problems. So one of the things that I felt like was really beneficial was to have a really deep help desk and have someone that can answer the phone and respond to tickets. So what we did is we created a new way to do it. And Newman's going to go over that today about creating tickets. We've been doing a ticketing system for a while, but what we've done is we've introduced Michelle as a help desk coordinator, and she will be manning the phones and creating tickets, but she's also going to be following up on those tickets. So we're going to, again, our motivation here is we want to give a better solution to your problem. So as MSP clients, you have a special interest. We have a special interest in making sure that we take care of you immediately, a high priority. And so anyway, that's it. That's what we're doing with this webinar, is we're introducing that. We've got a ticketing portal. We've also got, we've expanded our help desk and our tools. And so our motivation here, like I say, we want to be the best customer service in IT that a great experience. We want to have a good experience for everybody. So with that, I think I'll hand it back over to Elvesia. And then I think, what do we got next?
Michelle.
Okay, so Michelle is going to introduce herself. She's our help desk coordinator, and I'll let her take it from there, and then she'll hand it off to Newman.
Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Edelman, and I am the help desk coordinator. If you call the help desk phone number, I'll typically be the person that you hear on the other end, and I look forward to speaking with you.
Yeah, pass it to me.
Okay, awesome. Now we'll have our operations manager, Newman, take it away.
All right, thanks. So nobody's handed it over to me yet, but there we go. Now I'm the host. All right, let's get the show started. Hey, John, I see your face. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, Newman? Yeah, you too.
So with this help desk training, I'm going to share out my screen here. And don't worry, it's nothing scary, nothing horrible. It's just a nucleus here. So basically what we want to do is we want to cover the training. Is everybody seeing that okay? Seeing the slideshow. Oh, I'm going to admit Josh here. There we go.
Yes, I can see it, Newman.
You can see it. Good deal. All right. So with the help desk, basically what I want to do is go through this, and everything's new with this. It's amazing. It's actually working very well. And we've had a lot of success with those that we've done through trials rolling it out with. But what we're going to cover today is the help desk workflow, how to access the portal, ticketing and monitoring, how to enter a ticket, and then, of course, the help desk phone number, because we want you guys to have that. But then we'll have any questions at the end that you guys have. So with that, here is the help desk workflow. So the way it works is we want you guys using the portal. Now, the portal will be rolled out after the meeting. We'll get with each person, each company, and we'll roll it out to those individuals you want to be able to create tickets for the system. What'll also happen is, say, for instance, you're not near your computer, an employee calls you and says, hey, I've got this problem. Well, you can actually put the help desk phone number now right in your phone, and Michelle will be able to create a ticket for you that will also go in your help desk portal queue so you can monitor it and know who the technician is working on it and how to get a hold of them. Then what happens is Michelle will actually send that ticket over to the help desk technicians. Now, they have a certain time frame of 30 minutes where they're to work on it and try to solve it. If it's something bigger that we need to work on, we're actually going to send the consultant on site that's assigned to your account. That allows us to really get a move on these tickets and what's going on within the system and know that you're covered. Now, like I said, on the bottom of this, some consultants could be robots, so we don't want to leave them out, but our help desk is not, it's a live person. And we're really proud of this because it's going to take us to the next level for the customers. And we've got some great help desk guys that are really knowledgeable, and they're knocking these tickets out left and right by solving them. So with that, we'll move on to how to access the portal. So what'll happen is I actually invoke it on your account to send the portal, and it sends an email out from MPI Help Desk. So when you see it, don't think it's spam and get rid of it. And you might want to check your junk mail, but it'll go into your inbox, and then it'll have 2 links. The first link will actually have you create a password for your account. Then the second link will actually go through and bring you right into the portal. And the portal looks like this. Very simple, ready to go. All you got to do is literally right here is click new ticket. And then you fill out the information, which I'll show you in the next slide, and you're able to monitor it. Now, what I will do is pick one person at each site to be a manager. The manager can actually see all the tickets that the employees have done and keep track of them, find out if it's in progress or if it's waiting on somebody to call back. That's our biggest thing right now, is when the technicians call somebody, they don't get a call back right away. And we're fine with that, but sometimes it goes to 2 or 3 days, and we don't want that. So that's where the help desk coordinator is going to be watching for those tickets and try to get them resolved by getting the technician or the help desk hooked up with the client. This is what it looks like when you create a ticket. Not too bad. You just fill in the title at the top. Your name should come up, and then you just fill in a description of your problem. Try to be as non-vague as you can, because if we have vague tickets, it takes us longer to try and troubleshoot it. Like, my car got a flat. Okay, well, which tire? What are we doing here with it? Do you have a spare? You know, things like that. Then you have the urgency. Now we have low, medium, high. If it's a critical ticket, we would love for you to call Michelle and have her put it in as a critical, because then she can actually get it to the technician immediately to get it solved. Configuration item, you don't need to worry about filling that in because you can still do the ticket without it. When do you need a response? Give us a reasonable time frame of what you want to do, and then what is the best way to contact you for an update. Most heads of the accounts, we have your cell numbers and that, but if you do put a cell number in there, a phone number, it'd be great. You can also attach a file if you're working on like an Excel spreadsheet and you're having issues with it, things like that. Then you save the ticket, and this is where we're talking about the phone number, because we do have Michelle. This is the phone number. Now in the chat, if you download that JPEG, that's going to have the phone number on it. We are having the help desk available from 8 a.m. to 5 Mountain Time. That's a really critical piece on there. Now with the ticket, I want to come back one slide. Once you have tickets, it'll actually fill all this information in with the number of open tickets, waiting for approval. This is where you can come in and actually manage this and make sure you're getting the responses you need to. You can see tickets created by month. I just did this one today, so of course we don't have a lot in there, but it is really nice because your open tickets will be over on this tab, and you can click on the ticket and it takes you right into what's going on. So very, very helpful in what we're doing. So really, I want to open it up to questions if you have any, and also if you can, contact Michelle at that number, let her know a time because when we send the email out for the help desk, you only have about 20 minutes before it cancels out, and then we got to send another one. So when we do it, we just want to make sure you're on board and ready to go, and then we'll get you into the help desk and she can answer any questions you have, and we'll be on our way helping you more effectively and keeping things going. So I'm going to stop sharing at this point. Sorry about the ugly mug with lighting, but we'll get there. So I'll head over to the chat and if you guys have anything, otherwise you can and most of you have my number anyway, so you can contact me if you want to schedule a time today to get it rolled out. I have time today to do that. It's really quick and easy. Do I pass it to you, Alessia?
I do not see any questions people have on the chat,
Okay.
but if you do have any, please put them in there, or you can actually talk. We can see you. So you can unmute and then just let us know what questions you have.
Hi, this is Kerry Davis. I have a question. So at our location, at our company, we have one designated person to manage the issues. Is that the only person that can submit them, or can any of them
No.
submit?
We can actually roll those tickets out to whoever you want in the company to put tickets in.
Okay. So do you assume then that any of my employees could create a ticket, or would you prefer
Yeah.
that a single?
Yeah, if you want everybody to be rolled out on the help desk, we would love to do it. We can do that, and we can, even integrate AD into Azure and do it that way. So,
Okay, and one follow-up question. We've always just contacted the person assigned to our account directly. Should we not do that anymore? Should we always go through the help desk?
it would actually be better to go through help desk. What's the nice part about it, Carrie, is one of the help desk guys is your tech. So, so I guess you'll still be doing the same route. It's still Nate.
Okay, thank you. He's been really helpful.
You bet.
Hey, what? Let me make a comment here, Newman. Forgot what I was going to say. All right, go back to Newman. I'll come back.
Great word. Smells like corned beef. Go. Yes.
Does anybody
know-
else? Oh,
know what
go
I was
ahead,
gonna
Jay.
say. So the idea of the help desk is one of the things that we can do is we can track tickets, because a lot of times a request will come in, and even me, I'll get a phone call or a text and then I'll forget about it perhaps. That's what we don't want to happen with these tickets. So if you're using the help desk, it helps us be able to track it. It helps you to be able to track it and see when it was submitted, how long it's been, things like that. Now, obviously the help desk is to be a tool. Obviously if you've got a problem, then you can always, I think everybody's got my phone number and Newman's. You're always welcome to call me 24/7 anytime. The idea of the help desk is to help us track things so that things don't get forgotten or dropped. Also, we can create a knowledge base. We can also create things that we do repetitively that we say, okay, hey, we solved that same problem before, we can go back and look. So it helps us be more efficient. It helps you be able to know where your problems are. Hey, I put a ticket in, for instance, Josh may ask me a question, and I totally forget about it. And then he says, hey, where's that problem? Like, oh, I forgot about it. Any of those type of things. So I think any of us have those issues where we might forget. So one of the things I've always tried to do is write things down, or, things like that. So, but a ticketing system will help us be able to track it. We see the live tickets, we see what's going on. So again, we're trying to do a better job at responding to your needs and not letting anything fall through the cracks.
We do have a couple of questions. Alexi, can we have more than one manager who can view all tickets and where they are in the process?
Yes, you can. We can actually it's an option when we create them in there. We just need to know who the individuals are that you want to do it.
Awesome.
But
And-
only if you smile, Alexi.
there you go. The second question is, can our tech put a ticket in for us that may relate to a current project they're working on?
Yes. And we can actually set that project in our auto task system. And so then there can be notes placed on the project. There's actually a project option at the top of the menu system, where if you do have projects assigned to your account, which will be in there, you can actually put notes on those and make recommendations and that.
Well, also, I think the question maybe as well, an answer to that is, the tech should be putting in tickets as well. So
Yes.
whether there is a ticket, or if you just call or text or something, our guys should be creating a ticket for you anyway, or Michelle. So that way we can go back and follow up on those things.
Does anybody else have any questions?
I do.
Okay, go ahead,
Um,
Josh.
Well, I'd like to know when Newman's going to start his karaoke class with that microphone.
I'm taking it
You
down to the stars.
Want to know when we're having the party. So just keep me in the
I think
loop.
it started just now.
That's my bro, Josh, right there.
No, we're looking forward to this system. I'm
Well, I
sure
admit,
there'll be
Josh,
some growing pains as usual, but yeah, I mean, this is going to be great.
One of the things that is funny, Josh, you say that. Josh, a while back, he was saying, I said, what can we do to improve? He goes, well, it'd be great if you had a help desk that I could call. So, we've kind of always had a help desk, but we've never really ran with it and led with it. And because a lot of our, what happens is, if, let's say, for instance, I'm working on a problem, you're working directly with me or with the tech. But what happens is we get pulled in many different directions, or we, like say, we forget things. So the idea of this is to put the help desk in between you and your technician. So everybody still has a dedicated technician they're working with. And you can always, if it's an emergency or something, you can always go there. But what we're trying to do is say, look, the help desk is a way to act as a catalyst to do a better job at what we're doing. So as we use the help desk, as you utilize that, I think you're going to see a much better resolution on your problems, tracking, and it's more accountability. So we're going to make sure that we're being held to resolve those issues.
And definitely, if it's a down situation, we need to take care of it immediately. That's where you can contact your consultant. We'll worry about the ticket later, and let's get you back up and going. That's
Absolutely.
our main focus. Let's see, election came in, when a ticket is made and addressed, would we get an email letting us know the next steps or what to do? Or do we need to look in the portal? You actually do get an email notification when you put the ticket in. And so you would have that notification every time there's an update to the ticket. Yeah, it's very critical for us to have that. I also placed a little higher up my cell phone number in the chat. So if you don't have my number, you do now. It's just 801-702-3700. It spells hottest IT guy in Utah. So if that helps you out, you can just spell that on the phone. So I don't think that's right because it might go to somebody else, but I did win it. So any other questions?
All right, Newman, I've got 2 rules. I don't want to end up on the news, and I don't want to go to jail. So quit it.
Yeah, I don't think either. They can't prove I got that guy out of there.
You don't want to go back to jail, right?
Yeah. It's just not worth it.
Just across the street, remember?
Newman, may I make one comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
One of the things that relates to Alexi's question is every time you save, especially if there's a note made on a ticket and the technician or myself clicks save with each note and we save and close the ticket, every time it actually generates an email response to the clients, from what I understand. I haven't seen it
Correct.
from that perspective, but the note system has been really critical for me in the past few weeks as I've been learning to use the ticketing system. When you go into the ticket, and if any of you ever want me to help you kind of go through the first time you make a ticket, because you'd like to be able to do it on your own without calling me directly, feel free to call me and I can walk you through that process. But the piece of the ticket that's almost most critical after the description, and even when I fill out a ticket, I fill out the description first, and then I decide what the title should be. I kind of just start, brainstorming, dumping what the issue is. But then just below the description, there's a piece where the technicians can make notes, and you will be able to see that on your end. And that's really beneficial to see status updates, how they're progressing, and if there is a resolution, it's really been really beneficial, that particular piece.
Hey, Michelle, if you're on the phone or, we're calling and it goes to voicemail, would you prefer we leave you a voicemail and you're going to call us back, or what should we do in that regard?
I'm set up to receive voicemail. That's not a problem. That's probably the best way. Once we have a rapport between each other, I've been comfortable emailing some of our clients already. Right now, we've just been rolling this out to a few customers. And even this morning, I had a ticket come through, and it was kind of a time-sensitive issue. And I just made sure to let the client know that the technician, I had assigned a technician to it. The technician was working on it. And I was following up on it.
Okay,
So
just
Josh, to answer that a little more, it actually goes Michelle. Then if she doesn't answer, it goes to the help desk techs, the help desk themselves. If they don't answer, then it goes to her voicemail, and that's where you can leave it, and then she can call you right back.
got it. Okay, cool.
And Josh, even to give you a little bit more detail, to this point, we have not had an experience where we have had any voicemails yet. So there hasn't been a situation where myself or the other technicians have all been on the phone at the same time. And I don't really foresee that happening. A lot of the clients, a lot of our customers like using the flexibility of the client portal. And so there hasn't been a lot of need for that particular, voice interaction. But when you roll this out within your companies, and maybe you have some of your other employees that aren't able, maybe you don't want them using the portal, but they have an issue, they can't print, then that's the perfect situation where you don't want, and maybe there's an employee that's a little bit lower on the org chart, and you don't want them having full access to the portal, then that would be the perfect situation for them to call the help desk, and then they could get a quick resolution on those smaller problems.
And
Well,
I would
go ahead.
No, I would add that, this is a work in progress. I mean, we felt like we've made some real strides here. And so anything that anybody has, recommendations, or, hey, I wish we could do this a little bit, we have some flexibility. So we'd love to be able to tweak it or modify it. So, more input is better. So feel free to share with Michelle or Avelsi or Newman or myself or whoever, and we'll get, like I say, we'll work on those things to improve the system. And our ultimate goal is to have a better experience for each of you. So
Great.
All right. Alessia?
Okay, well, that will conclude our webinar. So at the end of the webinar, you will have 8 questions. Please do answer them, because it will really help us in making our webinars better. And also, if you need to have Michelle do a one-on-one with you with the portal, she would be happy to do that. So we end the webinar. Jay, do you want to say something?
no, that's it. I think I've said plenty. I just appreciate everybody coming on. There was a lot of people that we still didn't have. So we'll keep on maybe even do additional webinars or additional input. So you'll see emails from us. But yeah, anything we can do to improve, let us know. Would love to do a better job. That's our whole goal.